Good evening, you're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. Sarawak calls for inclusive approach to ensure equal opportunities in education programs. Malaysians advised to postpone travel to Iran, Iraq and Jordan amid escalating tensions. In world news, Iran fires missile at Israel after deadly strikes on nuclear sites. The Sarawak government has agreed to upgrade the Immigration, Customs, Quarantine and Security ICQS complex in Kampong Pandam, Lembang. The announcement was made by Sarawak Premier Dato' Pendiri Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, who said the matter had been discussed during a bilateral meeting between Malaysia and Brunei. According to him, the upgrade of the ICQS in Kampong Pandam is expected to support cross-border mobility and strengthen trade and tourism in the area.
Dan apa ini berlaku, itu yang saya sebutkan tadi, sudah ada mobility untuk rakyat kita dan rakyat Brunei Darussalam. Yang penting ialah perhubungan ekonomi di antara Brunei dan kita. Jadi kita nampak selepas 2026 nanti, iaitu bulan April, siapnya ini ia akan menjadi satu impak yang besar kepada ekonomi di utara Sarawak. Jangan lupa ya, kita ada juga membangun NRD ke Lawas. Jadi ini adalah sebahagian daripada pembangunan utara Sarawak yang kita laksanakan.
Sarawak's education sector requires an inclusive and holistic approach to ensure all programs receive equal opportunities. Premier Sarawak, Dato' Pendiri Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, said such an approach is crucial to enhance the quality of education and develop skills that align with current and future needs. The Premier made these remarks through a speech delivered by Sarawak Deputy Minister for Education, Innovation and Talent Development, Dato' Dr. Anwar Rabai, during the Sarawak Education Inspiration Dialogue hosted by the Persatuan Jalinan Anak Sarawak UPSI on Saturday.
Saya ingin menekankan bahawa pendidikan Sarawak memerlukan pendekatan yang inklusif di mana semua program tanpa mengira latar belakang haruslah diberi peluang yang sama untuk mengecapi ilmu pengetahuan. Kerajaan Sarawak melalui pelbagai program dan inisiatif sentiasa berusaha untuk memperkasa pendidikan dengan memberi tumpuan kepada pembangunan infrastruktur, kemudahan pembelajaran serta penglibatan aktif masyarakat.
He added that Sarawak must work towards ensuring that all schools in state have access to technology that can enhance the quality of teaching and learning.
Di Sarawak, walaupun kita telah melihat kemajuan yang ketara dalam meningkatkan akses kepada pendidikan, masih terdapat jurang besar antara kawasan bandar dan luar bandar. Banyak kawasan pedalaman yang berkurangan kemudahan atau kekurangan kemudahan pendidikan yang sempurna dan mencabar usaha kita untuk memberikan peluang yang sama rata kepada semua pelajar.
The Premier also underscored the importance of providing continuous training for teachers to equip them with progressive and relevant teaching approaches in educating Sarawak's younger generation. Sarawak Premier Datuk Pendingin Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg is scheduled to officiate the distribution of Special Financial Assistance BKK for Sarawak students this July. According to Sarawak Deputy Minister for Education, Innovation and Talent Development, Datuk Dr. Anwar Rabai, a total of 41,000 applications were received under the first phase, which has now closed, while the second phase will open in September.
Untuk window pertama ni telah ditutup untuk memohon, tapi akan dibuka balik pada bulan 9 nanti untuk pelajar-pelajar baru. Setakat ini ada 41,000 yang telah memohon, tetapi ada yang dapat ataupun tidak akan diberitahu penghujung bulan 6 ini. Majlis ini akan dilancarkan oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Premier pada Julai nanti.
Commenting on the distribution mechanism, Dr. Anwar said the RM1,200 assistance will be channeled via Sarawak Pay, but recipients can also transfer the funds to the Do It Now application for convenient purchases.
Syarikat swasta yang mencatat keuntungan yang tinggi beri pulangan sedikit kepada pekerja.
Under the Human Resources Development Act 2001, Act 612, employers are required to pay levies to the Human Resource Development Corporation HRD Corp, an agency under KSUMA, for training and upskilling purposes. Anwar further stressed the need to train the younger generation in new fields using modern methods in line with the Madani economic framework, adding that training cannot remain outdated. He said this includes training in digital transformation, artificial intelligence AI, semiconductors, and chip manufacturing. Meanwhile, Malaysia has issued a travel advisory for Iran, Iraq, and Jordan following heightened tensions between Iran and Israel, urging Malaysians to postpone non-essential travel and prioritize their safety. In a statement on Saturday, Wisma Putra said it is closely monitoring developments in the Middle East through the Embassy of Malaysia in Tehran, as well as its mission in Baghdad and Amman, following the escalating situation between Iran and Israel. Due to the escalating tensions, the Foreign Ministry confirmed that Iran, along with several countries in the region, including Iraq and Jordan, have closed their airspace. Wisma Putra also advised Malaysians currently in Iran, especially those near affected areas, to remain vigilant, follow developments closely, and comply with local authorities' instructions. On to world news. Iran launched missile barrages at Israel on Saturday, a day after massive Israeli airstrikes on its nuclear and military sites killed top generals and nuclear scientists. Israeli emergency services confirmed 2 deaths after a rocket struck a residential area early Saturday, as both countries continued exchanging fire for a second day despite mounting international calls for restraint. Revolutionary Guards said they struck dozens of targets in Israel, while Israeli authorities reported that dozens of missiles were fired, with some intercepted. AFP images showed blown-out buildings and destroyed vehicles in Ramat Gan, near Tel Aviv, with streets strewn with debris. Rescuers reported 2 killed and 19 injured in the coastal plain area, while firefighters worked for hours to rescue trapped victims from a damaged high-rise building in Tel Aviv.
ما همچنان جواب کوبنده خواهیم داد به پشتوانه مردم و رهبرمون و سربازان.
U.S. officials confirm Washington was helping Israel's defense system but distanced itself from Israel's strikes on Iran. U.S. President Donald Trump and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer discussed the need for dialogue and diplomacy to de-escalate the conflict. At least 4 students were killed and 9 others seriously injured in a bus accident on a western French highway on Friday. Local French authorities said both Ukrainian drivers were detained on suspicion of involuntary manslaughter and causing injuries.
Alors, là encore, les éléments liés à l'enquête sont déterminés progressivement. L'accident a eu lieu quasiment à midi. Très rapidement, les secours sont intervenus avec le renfort des départements voisins et naturellement tout ce qui touche aux conditions de l'accident seront traités dans le cadre de l'enquête.
Le chauffeur est-il en vie ?
Actuellement, les chauffeurs sont pris en charge par la gendarmerie pour préciser les conditions de cet accident et déterminer les causes de cet accident.
Tous les passagers étaient ukrainiens ?
C'est encore en cours d'évaluation. On sait que la grande majorité des personnes sont ukrainiennes. Il est possible qu'il y ait d'autres ressortissants d'autres pays en fonction des circonstances, de l'organisateur, etc. Nous allons évidemment préciser ces choses-là rapidement.
Meanwhile, the Ukrainian embassy in France confirmed the victims, aged between 15 and 17, were returning to Ukraine after an exchange program in France.
L'information qu'on a pour ce moment-là, c'était échange avec les citoyens ukrainiens et de la France. Ils ont visité un lycée qui s'appelle La Touche, me semble, des régions. Et ils ont une route de retour en Ukraine. Et malheureusement, cette tragédie pendant la route en Ukraine.
And those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.